Hi, I'm Whitney Van, and starting Sunday, October 5th, a fresh new show I've always dreamed of bringing to you, a show like you've never seen before. Together, we'll visit with Louisiana's most fascinating people. We'll travel to exciting places uniquely Louisiana, and Sundays will sizzle with the best chefs around. And that's just the beginning. So start your Sundays with me, starting October 5th on Weekends with Whitney. Hi, I'm Whitney Van, and coming up this week on Weekends with Whitney, we head to the Louisiana coast. Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden and I go fishing and tackle the problem of coastal erosion. I'll take you shrimping and shucking to see how our seafood industry is really doing. So join me this Sunday morning at 6:30 on WBRZ for Weekends with Whitney, brought to you in part by our friends at Wayne Stabler Companies and Jerry Lane Enterprises. A special hats off this morning to BREC. They held their first ever Kentucky Derby party last weekend at the Far Park Horse Park. Now, a lot of organizations, really great organizations, have done Derby parties through the years. The Junior League, the LSU Vet School, but none of them ever stayed around more than just a few years. I'm hoping this one will, because Baton Rouge deserves a big Kentucky Derby party. It has great potential. First of all, it was at a horse park. Second, they had great food, drinks, and a big screen to watch all the races that day. They even had some fun races of their own. It wasn't exactly the run for the roses. This one had dice and a little luck thrown into the mix. Perform your best trot around the ring! Woo! But some did have to run or trot to stay in the race. And while it looks easy, well, if racing wasn't your thing, not to worry. You could sport around in your big hat or beautiful bow tie and win a contest for that too. And if you like tooting your own horn, even better. This one came down to a showdown. 3 finalists had to play their best reveille on a plastic bugle. Kim was one of the finalists. That's pretty good. That was really good. You got some range. Do I need to confer with the judges? I think we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. BREC Superintendent Carolyn McKnight says this Derby Day was like winning the trifecta.
This is an incredible showing, guys. This is awesome. Dale Ozan and Brandon Smith and Melissa and all of the staff at BREC to make things happen every day. Thank you, guys. This is so creative. This is exactly what we are about at BREC. Creating opportunities for people to enjoy themselves, to experience leisure opportunities like this.
They say they're on track to do it again next year, so pencil in the first Saturday in May if you'd like to join in. Dana Mathewson has a powerful serve, a fierce forehand, and a beautiful backhand. That she does all of that on wheels makes it extraordinary. She's one of 130 wheelchair tennis players competing in Baton Rouge this week for world ranking points and thousands in prize money.
Because when you come out here, you're just like everybody else, and the chair doesn't matter. It's kind of like a common denominator in a way. And so, you know, it doesn't matter how disabled you are, you can come out here and blow someone that's less disabled than you out of the water. And so that's what I love about this. Yeah. So It gives you your sense of independence back, and I think that's really invaluable.
Dana was just 10 years old, running sprints at soccer practice when a rare autoimmune disease attacked her spinal cord.
My back started to go into extreme pain, like someone was hurting me or stabbing me or something that catastrophic. And then I'd say in about 20 minutes I was completely paralyzed. And they still don't know why it happens because it's so rare. I forget the stat, but it's like 5 in a million people or something crazy.
3 years later, her mom enrolled her in a tennis camp Dan James with the United States Tennis Association was serving up.
My mom literally dragged me kicking and screaming to a camp that Dan was at, and they taught me tennis, and I fell in love with it.
I'm amazed. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I'm still amazed by the stories. to hear how people arrived at the tennis court and the journey that they took. And it reminds you that whether you have a disability or not, you're on the same journey. And we see theirs. And so now here's a chance for people to come out and be a part of that journey.
Dana's journey has taken her to tennis tournaments all over the world as part of the World Cup team.
So I've been to ones in Italy, England, South Africa, and Turkey. And it's so much more fun because tennis is usually such a quiet sport. But at that one, you're competing for your country, so you get to wear USA on your back, which is such a huge honor.
Players from 18 different countries and 29 states are competing this week. Dan invites everyone to come out and cheer them on.
I think people will be really surprised by the product. They'll come out and want to see wheelchair tennis. They'll leave saying they saw great tennis.
Meet Pig Floyd. At 23 years old, he's the oldest pot-bellied pig in the world. Owners Chris, Tricia, Presley, and Charlie J. Fernandez attribute it to a healthy diet and TLC.
Pig is well loved. I think that's the secret. Yeah, he's well cared for.
He doesn't eat like a pig. His diet is grains, pineapples, pears, and satsumas. So it's no wonder he's made it into the Guinness Book of World Records this year. He was the star of the girls' recent book fair.
We did autograph signings at the book fair.
What kind of autograph signings?
We have a pig stamp of the pig hoof, and so we stamped it on the world record book.
So your friends must think you have the coolest house.
They do.
Never really thought I'd make the Guinness book. Happy that I'm not in there for some other reason.
Pig Floyd has his own Facebook page. He even took the Ice Bucket Challenge. He's a prince of a guy with his own castle and 2 real-life princesses. Matthew Ratcliffe and his daughter Harper won a Weekends with Whitney experience in the Furball silent auction benefiting the Companion Animal Alliance.
Well, I wanted to bring Harper to meet you and see how it all works.
They got to go on a shoot with us. We chose bottle-feeding does, just weeks old. They're Valerie Cook's newest babies. You may remember Valerie. She's Molly Roo, the kangaroo's human mom. She also has dozens of deer. The does get bottle-fed. They'll get up to 5 bottles a day.
The reason we like to bottle raise does is to keep our herds calm, because they're contained inside of a fence, and when we have visitors who come by and visit, we like them to be able to come up to you and just be a lot more calm.
She and her fiance have an exotic pet license to do all this. The passion started more than 30 years ago.
My fiance, Mike Tony, introduced me to it. He has been doing deer, whitetail deer, since he was 16 years old. His aunt brought him a baby about the size of Grace, and he just got a love for the animal.
They share that love with others. Harper sure loved it.
Say hi there.
What was it like for you?
They're very tiny. They made a little cute squeak.
It's a wonderland here. Harper even got to give Molly Roo a bottle and meet the moms of these does. Sharing these experiences is part of the joy for Valerie. So is her nighttime alone time with these does.
Snuggling at night, usually after I get through bottle feeding them, I'll wrap them up in a towel and we'll sit on the couch and watch TV together, and I'll just rub them, just loving on the babies.
By the time they're 6 months old, they'll be living back here with the rest of the herd. But while they're babies, they'll get babied. Many of us have been by the Raising Cane's dog park, looked at all the dogs playing, frolicking, and having a great time. Some of us have even taken our dogs in there. But have you ever experienced it through a dog's eye view? Well, today we're going to go into the dog park with Risa. Nearly 5,000 people enjoy the LSU lakes on any given day. They're exercising, picnicking, feeding the ducks, or just simply relaxing. But perhaps you've never seen the LSU lakes from inside the LSU lakes. So as we close out this debut show of Weekends with Whitney, we're going to take you paddleboarding on the LSU lakes. And thanks for joining us on this first show. We hope to see you back here same time next Sunday.